So when you're working on a sheet metal design, starting from a blank sketch in SolidWorks is often the default way to begin. But for custom parts and Enclosure, it's rarely the fastest path from design to manufacturing. So today we're looking at how designers can use Protocase Designer as their quick start guide in order to bring a manufacturable design into SolidWorks and then continue hitting those deadlines. So let's get into it. So there are multiple reasons why this template to SolidWorks workflow provides efficiency. When you start with a template in Protocase Designer, you're looking at every bend radius, every notch, and every material compatibility is already thought out and integrated into the software and aligned with our real-world manufacturing constraints. You're working on parts that are guaranteed to be manufactured with instant pricing to keep your project on budget. Another reason is design to manufacturing velocity. For less complex designs, why spend hours calculating bend deductions and mating panels together for a simple one-U rack mount? By iterating the core structure in Protocase Designer, first, you eliminate the tedious starting from scratch. Next, let me show you how to export your design as either a step or IGES file from Protocase Designer. So in Protocase Designer, I've chosen a basic one-U rack mount template and added in the necessary cutouts for my specific application. Once the base design is ready, you're going to want to go to File, Export. Select Step or IGES as your file type, and then choose your directory and then click Export. Then in SolidWorks, you're going to want to open your file. You'll see the full assembly with each distinct part, PEM, and/or component fixed in place and ready for your final touches. Now, speaking of final touches, here are some steps that can be executed after importing your design into SolidWorks. When opening your file in SolidWorks, you will notice that the parts are all fixed in place. A good first step is decide which part you would like to remain fixed in place, and then allow the other parts to float temporarily. Next, you will want to mate the parts back in place with the fixed part. This can be done using coincident, concentric, and width mates, as well as several other mate types. Now, the reason you'll want to do this is to ensure that your parts maintain relationships when you make any physical changes to other parts. Mates will allow the parts to shift with the changes to ensure that proper clearances and positions are maintained in your design. Next, when you import a part into SolidWorks, it will be added as an import body feature. To allow you to set and modify things like bend radius and K-factors, you will want to convert this design to a sheet metal part. Here's the steps on how to do that. First, run Import Diagnostics to ensure that there are no underlying issues with the part geometry. Next, to allow you to see the bend radius properly, you will need to delete the existing bend radii on the part. This can be done using the delete face command. Once this is complete, navigate to the Sheet Metal tab in SolidWorks and select Insert Bend. Select the face which you want the bend parameters to be driven from, and then set your bend radius and K-factor. Then click the check mark. This will allow you to modify the bend radius and K-factor within the sheet metal feature. Flatten the part and add additional sheet metal features to the part. After completing this for each part, ensure that you save the parts and/or the assembly in the desired folder location that you're working from. Now that you have your parts set up as sheet metal, you can begin modifying them with sheet metal features. In the example shown, we have added a flange on the cover which will be used to mount the cover directly to the front panel. Start by creating an edge flange. Make sure the flange does not interfere with the parts in the assembly. Next, add cutouts which will later have PEMs inserted into them to be used to mount the cover to the front panel. Lastly, you will want to add PEM fasteners into your model to finish. So there you have it, a few reasons to not start from scratch when designing and use templates to handle the standards, and then use SolidWorks to handle the innovation. So that is going to be how you hit your deadlines without compromising any quality at all. Download Protocase Designer and start your next sheet metal or machining design project today. I hope you enjoyed this week's video. Thanks for watching, and take care until next time.